Howdy, folks, from the deepest, darkest places of Pokkén Tournament DX. We are back, fighting another deep, dark player by the name of Goreson. Only deep and dark because he plays Machamp. But I guess we're back to another breakdown. Getting straight into it. A little something I want to mention is that I don't think I've ever fought Goreson before in a bracket. I think this is the first time we've played, and while it's not offline, I definitely have so many fears when it comes to fighting Machamp in general. Thanks, Wingtide. But especially online, like Subtitle does get buffed online too a bit, but I'm always afraid of Machamp online because it's just like especially since it's NA to EU. Sometimes it can be a little laggy, but if I remember correctly, this match was actually pretty fine when it came to like internet. But it's still just like I'm scared. Usually I like playing against Machamp by playing mid-range to far range. What happened there? Yeah, I'm not used to Machamp's actually using that move a lot, so that caught me off guard, which I think happens a few more times. But basically, how I like playing this matchup is to be at that range, not close range too often. Sometimes I want to be close range if he's like at the wall, but I want to generally be in mid-range, or if I am in front of his face from like mid-screen, I'd have the traps off and I can like poke from a bit far away from my 2Y, like sweepity sweep, you know that jazz, sweepity sweep, catch those feet, those two-toed feet. Why does he have two? Oh, okay, but yeah, basically I don't want to be here at all because grappler obviously, and Subtitle excels at mid-range. Forward range could also be pretty good if I want to try to stall him and make him go from like, if he's at the wall and I want to make him like, I'm going to waste time and make him try to go for full screen or like to catch him off guard. But sorry, just want to explain all that, and now let's get into the rest of this. I don't know how I caught him with that 4X, but at this point I'm just like, I don't care if I like get him in the bit, if I cheese him out a bit, because it's Machamp. I'm going to die either way, like if I get grabbed once. Like that Leaf Storm combo does as much as like one enhanced submission. Yeah, he's been using that move a lot, which I'm like keeps catching me off guard. Apparently that's just a throw crush too, so I had no idea actually. I think it is, at least. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think it's a throw crush. In that instance, he was charging anyway, so like it was gonna crush. And then yeah, last two mix-ups, baby. Let's go. Ooh. Another thing I wanted to mention is that this is the point where I started playing a lot better after losing to Alistair, because the feeling is like whenever I get into a tournament, I get like some weird feeling in my chest, and that went away for this. So I do play a lot better, I feel. Not that part. I just spammed 5x and hoped I would hit with my 5x. I mean, it worked out. I was afraid he was gonna do. He could have done something like 2x with like a hard read. He likes going for the hard reads, it seems, especially with the 6x's. So it's just like I could have gotten 2x there. This is also the point where. Words are hard. Trying to think words through my head. Tiny brain. I remembered it. I needed like 5 minutes to think it through because I don't know. But throughout this entire set, I kind of felt like that, I guess. Like I mentioned with the 2x before. I don't know why I did that. But talking about the... I can't talk about this with all this stuff happening. I think I get here. Oh, I don't. Cool. But basically, what I wanted to mention is that throughout this entire set, my confidence level boosted so much that even if I did like lose some rounds, I was just like, I'm relatively fine. Like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm just kind of doing with my own what I want and kind of just chilling throughout the entire thing. Like, not even like really that serious. Like, I'm just kind of like going into my subconscious mode of trying to fight my opponent, which is usually how I play. So I was like, it was like it was like a complete 180 between Alistair and this. Like how I was feeling. Like it's just crazy how that worked out for me. Yeah, he did likes doing it with the, I noticed he kept liking to do that when the Leaksies are up to knock me down. So I definitely took advantage of that by just like throwing something out like Leaf Blade. Especially if that didn't face it, I could have gotten a Giga Train. Ooh, yeah, Leaf Blade DP kind of useful, I actually, as always, I don't remember exactly everything that happens. Oh yeah, here. That was painful. So I didn't try to burst on reaction. I pressed my burst. We both pressed it at the same time. And also, it kind of sucks too, because if it was like on a reaction, I could see it be understandable. Like if I was like right here, maybe I could have like done my burst after this part and like punished him like before the second rock from this comes up, but that didn't work out. Either way, I was screwed if I was on reaction. You know. It's either misspaced or I'm just unlucky of when I decide to do it. Either way, lost that first round. But I was still just like, man, that kind of sucks. But oh well, I'm used to Sceptile's burst attack failing like that. The Sceptile burst mode's already absurd, so it's just like, whatever. I still want them to like make it a tiny bit less, because it is very annoying, because it's just like, man, I just want to do it to like do stuff, but then like 20 frames or like a third of a second goes by and I still get grabbed. It's unbelievable. Yeah, he keeps doing those long range moves. Like, well, not 6x isn't like long range, but he moves during it. And 2x too. He's doing like only the first hit 2x. He's not doing too many committable options. Like, I think 6x is reactable, but he's not doing like anything super committable like 2xx to try to get a combo good for him. He's just trying to like knock me down so he can maintain advantage while I'm in the corner. But right here, I said, screw that. I'm DPing Leaf Blade again, and then we're Giga Draining, and now we're back in this situation. Yeah, that's why, noticing right there, I definitely should not have been in his face there. I'm getting a better idea of when to do that like 5-way stuff when there's Leech Seeds up. Like, it depends on the timing of the Leech Seed, because Leech Seed doesn't have too much block stun at all. So it's just a matter of if I think the Leech Seed's gonna sprout later, then I can do my 5-way like more without before like here, wait. Before I get hit like right here. Before I get hit like right after this. Like that. Well, both the throw and the sprout I meant. Because they both had like no block stun. Sorry, getting back right into it. At this part, I'm just like, here we're putting him into jail. Machamp is really easy to put into jail. You do have to be aware of his like JX. Like that. And the one time, okay, looking back, that annoys me too. Because a lot of the time I tried to walk away from it, from his JX. And he still somehow catches like my tail end. But when I do detect, I try to like counter it. And there's of course the one moment where he doesn't actually hit me. I'm so angry. I'm so lucky. I think he wasn't doing. Okay, well, he did that. But the thing he didn't really ever do in this, I don't think he ever did once in this set, is something Wingtide does to me a lot. He notices I like jumping a lot, and that's why I've like been conditioned to not jump against him as much, except for like when I really think I can against Wingtide. But he's not like trying to do JY, because Machamp's JY is absurd with how far it reaches. Like, it hits a lot further than you would think, but he's not actually hitting me when I'm jumping, and that's from that or there. It's just mostly more grounded-based Machamp. Very slightly, because Wingtide does, like, kind of, like... He doesn't do it, like, all the time, but he knows when to call it out. But he's not calling it out. He's trying to go for the more grounded game. Dang, if that was the tipper, that would have been it. Just the tip. Oh! Yeah. So, that caught his forward dash. He didn't press anything. Also, 69. Let's go, Gorse. Yeah, I was just kind of like panicking with the burst attack, but I kind of got lucky that he was trying to forward dash, because he was just trying to get in my face with his burst mode. I'm lucky he didn't do anything wild, like try to grab me in neutral. Like, I went back to make him like, oh, okay, now I can just move forward, and then I'm like, oh, actually dash forward, and then he tried to forward dash. I assume he probably thought the Giga Train would have whiffed. He thought I was maybe gonna go through with it, and it was gonna whiff, and so he's just like forward dash, and then I was gonna punish him with something. But no, I'm like, cancel. Going into the next game, though. Dude, I love Sceptile's animations. He has some of the best animations in this game. Honestly, he probably has the best throw animations in this game. His field throw, dual throw, Giga Drain, and Leaf Storm are so cool. And the former two, the dual and field throw, get enhanced in burst mode to make it even look even cooler. Also, I took 1,000,000 damage. This is a grappler. Why is he zoning me? All of his projectiles have 0 scaling, I'm pretty sure. So when I get hit by this, that's just all unscaled damage from this big move too. When I said, you know what, screw that noise. If you could do stuff like that, I'm just gonna do charge 5x basically on wake up, and then do this. And now I'm like, oh look, we're even. Not really. I'm still at a detriment, but I'm at an advantage with him being in the corner instead of me. Oh, I didn't recognize that. Oh, I should have kept holding it. That move's a high, and that move I used, the ingrain move, puts me in a low position. Well, I guess that time he tried to do JY. Man, that could have been so bad if I like actually jumped there. Like, I'm still in the corner, but it could have been so much worse. Like, I wouldn't have any chance of like victory otherwise. I might lose this round anyway. Yeah. Oh. Not finishing your combos, Goreson? Not finishing your combos? Oop, 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 oop. Oh, no, you got burst. Never mind. I'm failing. I'm failing him right now. Oh, never mind. Haha, you fool. You absolute buffoon. You fell for my trap card. Noticing, looking back, I'm like, wow, I could have gone for 6YY there. Let me go back. Which is something I'm usually pretty good at, so I'm like, huh. Like, I would have done 5X, so that backhand, and then J8Y to pop him up, and then 6YY to make him go in the corner. But I guess it's bursted Machamp, so it's just like, so long as I'm not, like, perishing, it's fine. But, I perished. oh, okay. I forgot that happened right there. I was just like, man, I did a lot of Leaf Blade this day. Not even just this set. Just this entire day, I did a lot of Leaf Blade. More than usual, I feel. Like, in some weird situations, too. That's a good thing he's been doing, is to catch my backdash, because he goes forward a bit with his counter. So he's very smart. And then he got me with the 2X when I'm trying to press another thing. I think now, if I ever, like, encounter a Machamp who wants to counterattack my second hit, I think I'm probably just going to try to detect afterwards. It's just something I need to get better at too. It's just like 5Y or 5YY on reaction to detect. Or Bullet Seed if I want to hop over something. But yeah, another random Leaf Blade. Another random Leaf Blade. I committed die. With assistance. Why did I do... Stop Leaf Blading. Just stop. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I'm not playing as well as I did after I fought House. I feel more calm, but I'm not playing any better. Nah, I'm playing better, but like, oh my god. Why would I do that? Stupid rocks. Grass beats rock. I'll rock you with my foot in your face. And you'll rock me with your scary face. No, I can't hit you in your face when it's scary. Oh. Okay, he finished that for one. And there was a few times where he just did 5X just to keep up pressure and try to catch me. But not committing. Not committing, like I said. He's not committing to like 2XX or 5XX all the time. Though 5XX is a lot more safer. But I think he's just like, he kind of wants to react. Maybe he wants to react to it, but he can't because of online. I'm not too sure. How did I not react to that? Okay, that's online. I'm so sorry. There's just so much that's going on here. My mind is in shambles looking at all this. Was the EU to NA internet actually that bad? I literally was homing attack at him. I think I probably thought the first one wasn't going to like connect in time when it probably was. And then I didn't realize the second leaf seed hit in time. I'm doing these long pauses over these minute things, but they make me so angry. So does that. That makes me angry. I could have got an air grab there. I should have got an air grab there. Did I win this one? I should have leaf played that. There's so many things I could be doing better. I am noticing that. Let's go back there. It would be funny if the 8X like hit him a tiny bit, because he does kind of hit a little above him, like right there, kind of a bit. But I guess I just thought like, hey, maybe he won't jump. Maybe I could just get away with this. But a lot of Machamp's fast moves would probably hit me anyway out of the air like that. So I don't know why I was thinking. Another leaf blade. What are you doing, Jacob? Oh my god, I got lucky there. I also noticed I kept doing a lot of JXs. Which, honestly, if my opponent's not going to be able to punish them, then it's just like, whatever. Like, of course I'm going to abuse what works. Like, I'm not going to, like, hinder myself intentionally. Unless it's like strats that only work online. But, like, in this case, it's just my opponent not really trying to, like, punish it in time. Like, right here, I'm just like, okay, what if I just JX again? And that can be stopped with, like, a JY, which he's only did, like, once throughout the entire set for. At least so far. And that was in the last game. But he hasn't been doing it at all. And then right here, I'm like, oh, fully charged for like 60 damage. Oh, well. He upstands there. He's like, oh, look at this, sweetie. I think right there, he got caught because he was trying to use Mew. I think that's what happened at least. Which, honestly, that's what you want to do most of the time. With the Machamp, is just like, oh, I'm in this mode. Now I want to use Mew, even though I think, honestly, there's a lot of better supports than Mew. But maybe not for Machamp. Machamp is kind of like stupidly strong if you could get both of them. Plus, it does help with his meter. But, like, either way. Oh. Stupid video. Let's look at his posing. Yeah, I think he was trying to do Mew. But either way, I caught him with that Giga Drain, and I failed the combo, and I'm in his face against the burst of Machamp, and I'm having a panic attack because I'm in this corner, and I could have not used my burst at all. And right there, I could have died as well. Like, Because there's a combo route where you do JHY and then another JY, but sometimes it's hard to do that, and then they just fall, and then I'm awkwardly in their face. And then I could have died right here because I'm like 5X. He did that, or 5Y. And if he kept going, I would have died. But I'm lucky that he decided to be patient. I assume he only did that because he thought I was going to do 5YY. So then he was going to like perfect block the second hit and then punish me. But in this, but I just said no for that. And also good avoid. It's usually hard to avoid Machamp's burst attack sometimes when you're kind of in his face just because it hits high. But I was at I was pretty high enough, and at least he'd helped me out there. And then I just got that grab to finish it off right there because he's like, oh, I whiffed. Because he's like, either that or fall into the siege and then perish. And I think either way I would have won that, so kind of like forced him into a position where he had to take either a full combo or the crit grab. I mean, maybe he had done wake up slap. Not too sure. Okay. Yeah, usually, as you can see, I'm getting a read on his, like, what he wants to do now a bit more. Because I never fought him before, so I never knew how much he wanted to do stuff like 6X or, like, is focusing on trying to delete the projectiles with that karate chop he did. So, I'm surprised that wasn't a crit on Leaf Blade for karate chop. Maybe I didn't punish in time. But either way, I was ready. And you see, right there, it was kind of an awkward hit for the lead seed. Because I did 5X and then he fell like a frame like that. Like one frame off, but I was not prepared for it. I kind of just wanted to run away, but I could have gotten a combo. I could have gotten a combo either way, but I'm like, I want to run away to just waste as much time. But looking back, I probably should have just done more damage. Because now I'm in this situation, and that was such a godly read on his end. Oh my goodness. Goreson there's a reason he's a household name and one of the best Machamps in the world, even if he's like not been keeping up with the game. I'm not sure how he keeps up with the game, but like he's still such a god. He low stanced my 2Y, knowing I was gonna do 2Y because it's a quick and safe move I can use that can get me a little bit of distance on block. And he said low stance and then punished me. He didn't get as much. He didn't capitalize it off of much off of it as I hoped he would have gotten, but he's still a good amount of damage, decent chunk, but now it led to this situation where I'm like now in full screen again. And he missed that. Oh, I should have done 5Y there. That was terrible. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh my goodness. Baby brain? Baby brain? Septile P brain? I got 3 seeds in my brain. Each represent my brain cells. I don't know what I'm talking about. At least have low blocks done. That screwed me over there. I don't know why I did Leaf Blade either. I'm really just embracing the rando Leaf Blade. Do I break his block here? Oh no, I forced him into a situation. It's like, would you like your... let's go. Wait, sorry, let's go back a bit. I'm like, sir? Okay, sir. Would you like A, your shield to be broken, B, hit by the lead seed from jumping, or C, or did I say C already? I meant B. C, you get hit by this. And there's an alternate D route where if he did JX, I least storm it. And then here's, that's the safest bet for him. Because I can't count PSP. I mean, I can, but I'm stupid. I could have finished it off there, but I didn't believe in it. Right there, I did a good thing. For once. He could have done JX, potentially, but he wanted to try to mix up like a slow timing move, so like I would get hit. I forget if this move is plus on block right from like that distance, but either way, I was just like react. And also air grab. He didn't air grab me at all either of this entire set, I'm pretty sure. Which is another thing that is really good for Machamp. So I kind of lucky. Like 2 good air moves that Machamp has. And thinking about it more, he didn't actually JX too often against me and abuse that. So it was like super ground-based Machamp, which isn't bad, but like those moves are super good and super stupid. And I guess Wake Up Slap to an extent. He was using it sometimes, but not really enhanced. And not so much in burst mode either. Huh. I'm just noticing a lot that's been happening here. Especially because it's just like Septile is a character who likes being in the air a lot, so you'd want to use those moves to like knock him out of the air a lot. But so far, like I mentioned before, he's only tried to do JY once to hit me out of the air. He did it like one other time to punish me, but that was when I was on the ground. It's very interesting. He did that there to put me in the corner, because like JX is plus on block for some reason. But yeah, right here I'm just like Leaf Storm. 18 is the magic number. Also perfect, geez. Oh yeah, I remember. This is the one where I kind of was dominating a bit. Like I kind of got in his head a bit because I realized, oh, he just keeps doing like these grounded options. So I'm just going to abuse that, and you do a lot of aerial options. I don't know what happened there, but that's why I keep JXing a lot. That's why I keep setting up the traps, because he wants to approach me on the ground, even with the chaps. He's been using JX a bit more this round, but it's like, it's too little too late. I'm kind of getting the distance, and that's the moment where I'm also just like, being able to know that he wants to approach from the ground and doing 6-6, obviously. Especially when he charges it up. It's like super easy to react to. If that move pierced, that would be so stupid. But I'm just like, yeah. And there I recognize the seeds are going to go, and I'm like, I want to get the full combo. Or reset him in the corner like this. I'm just putting a lot of pressure on him. And I love doing that, guys. I love doing JHY, thinking they're going to jump. And then actually... Or, well, yeah, that actually they jump. And I do JHY to pop him, and then usually I love doing it when they're at low phase shift points, so then I can get the Leaf Storm right after, like that. So it's a lot of damage, and Leaf Storm keeps them in the corner while I get mid stage, which is exactly why I'm putting myself in the corner. But hey, Sceptile in the corner with traps up is just as dangerous as you being in the corner. Arguably, maybe it could be better, because it's like you have to approach me. You kind of have to approach me. Like if you're in the corner, you have to get out, so you want to get away from the traps. But for when I'm in the corner like this, you have to go towards the traps to fight me. So in some ways it can be better, but like obviously if you do end up getting hit, you're in a much worse position on wake up, because you have to have your traps up in order to be in that position. And in that instant, and right here at the very end, I messed up. Yeah. So that could have been very bad. But I respect the attempt from Goreson there, because either way, it's like I want to hit him, or I don't want to get perfected. I want to do big damage, or I don't get perfected. Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure even if I did get hit, instead of blocking it, it doesn't get rid of leech seeds, because leech seeds only go away when I get like knocked off the ground or crumpled or a hit in the air. But I think that doesn't do that for the multi hits of close combat. So I'm pretty sure if I got hit, it would just been a literal combo breaker with my seeds. How did I not realize that? I think I just wanted to be I think what happened there, I just wanted to be fancy. But yeah, either way, good games to Goreson. I felt a lot better going through this run after losing to Alistair. Heart, like I said, Heart could actually breathe for once. And yeah, it worked out so well, and I played very well. Still a lot of mistakes, but those definitely improve after this set. Next one, I think it's Roxo. So I think in that one, there's a fewer mistakes, but I also play a lot better. So I'm very proud of that, of all my sets for here right now. And I'm proud of that one too. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And, you know, do this stuff. Support me if you would like. Appreciate it always. Not going to say the famous catchphrase of blank, blank, and blank. But yeah, see you guys.